Students, welcome to my YouTube channel. Enjoy learning computer science. This is Athena DJ here. Today we are going to learn about the scope of variables and Legbe rules from functions in Python. This video is part 4 of functions. Come on, let's enjoy learning. Scope of variables. Scope refers to the part of the program where a particular variable is declared, in which part of the program the particular variable can be legally used, and in which part of the program a variable can be accessible. Okay, so scope refers to part of the program within which a name is accessible and can be used legally. There are two types of scopes. One is global scope and the other one is local scope. Global scope is a variable or a name which is declared in the top level segment, that is the main part of the program. So when a variable is declared in the top level segment, it can be used inside the whole program, in all the blocks, in all the functions which are defined inside the program. Okay, now local scope means a name or a variable declared inside a function body, and a variable which is declared inside a function body can be used only inside that function and the other blocks contained under it. Okay, so there are two types of scopes: global scope and local scope. The lifetime of a variable. Lifetime of a variable is nothing but it is the period in which a particular variable lives in memory. Okay, it is a time from which a particular variable lives in memory. So for global variables, the lifetime is entire program run. That means a variable which is declared in the global scope will be there during the whole program execution, right? And for local variables, lifetime is their functions run. Only during the execution of the function, the local variables will be there. Okay, so for global variables, lifetime is entire program run, and for local variables, lifetime is their functions run. Now look at this example. Here the name of the function defined is calsum. There are two parameters x and y, and z is equal to x plus y. That means you are adding the two numbers x plus y and storing it in z and returning the value z. In the main program there are two variables n1 and n2. We are receiving the input from the user for n1 and n2, and then we are calling the function calsum using these arguments n1 and n2 and assigning it to a variable called sum. So the function call is assigned to a variable and we are printing the variable. So which are the global variables and which are the local variables? The local variables are the variables which are declared inside a function definition. So here we have declared three variables x, y and z inside the function called calsum. So these x, y and z are called local variables, and the variables which are declared in the main part of the program, that is n1, n2 and sum, are the global variables. These global variables can be accessible from the function calsum also, but x, y and z cannot be accessed inside the main program because x, y and z are local variables. Now let's learn about Legbe rule or LEGB rule. Here L stands for local namespace, E stands for enclosing namespace, G stands for global namespace, and B stands for built-in namespace. So when these Legbe rule will be used, if a variable is declared and when during the program execution, so first the variable will be searched inside the local namespace. So if it is found, that will be printed or that will be used. If not, it will go and search in the enclosing namespace. So if it is in the enclosing namespace, the variable will be used. If not, it will go to the global namespace and it will search for the variable. If the variable is found, it will be used. If not, it will go and search in the built-in namespace. If it is available, will be used. If not, Python will raise an error. Okay, so first checks with its local environment, then checks the enclosing environment, then it comes and checks in the global environment, and finally it checks in the built-in environment. If it is not available in all these four environments, an error will be raised by Python. Now look at this example. Here the name of the function defined is calsum. There are two parameters x and y, and z is equal to x plus y. That means you are adding the two numbers x plus y and storing it in z and returning the value z. In the main program there are two variables n1 and n2. We are receiving the input from the user for n1 and n2, and then we are calling the function calsum using these arguments n1 and n2 and assigning it to a variable called sum. So the function call is assigned to a variable and we are printing the variable. So which are the global variables and which are the local variables? The local variables are the variables which are declared inside a function definition. So here we have declared three variables x, y and z inside the function called calsum. So these x, y and z are called local variables, and the variables which are declared in the main part of the program, that is n1, n2 and sum, are the global variables. These global variables can be accessible from the function calsum also, but x, y and z cannot be accessed inside the main program because x, y and z are local variables. Here is an example for variable which is neither in global scope nor in local scope. Okay, so here the name of the function is greeting, and inside there is a print statement hi comma name. So the name is the variable which is not declared in the local scope and it is not declared in the global scope also. So when you ask to print a variable which is neither in the global scope nor in the local scope, Python will raise an error stating this variable is not defined. This program is an example for same variable in global scope as well as local scope. Okay, so the name of the function here is state1. Inside the function we have declared a variable for called tigers, which is assigned a value 50. Okay, now we are print local tigers, and inside the global scope we are using the same variable tigers with the value 95 and print global tigers, and then in the next line function call again we are printing global tigers. So during the program execution, so first initially it starts from the main program where values tigers equal to 95, and first print statement print global tigers. Here tiger will take the value 95 which is declared in the global. The next one is function called state1. So the control goes to the function, the first line of the function definition where tigers is equal to 15. Okay, and we are printing local tigers in this here in this tigers the value 15 will be printed. Okay, and after printing it comes out of the function. That's the next statement is again a print statement global tigers. Here the value 95 only printed because this tigers equal to 15 is declared inside the function and which can be accessed only inside the function. When it comes out of the function, tigers will assume the global variable on value only, which is 95. Okay, so a global variable can be used in any part of the program, but a value which is declared inside the local can be used only inside the function. Now let's discuss about global variable inside local scope. So same program only, but inside the function definition here I have declared a variable tigers with the keyword global. So this variable tigers is a global variable when we declare with the keyword global. Okay, in the next line I have assigned tigers equal to 15, which is a value can be used outside the function also, because we have declared the variable tigers as global. Okay, so program execution begins from the main part, which is tigers equal to 95. So initially the value for tigers is 95. So when it comes to print tigers, it will print 95. The next one is statement, which is the function call. When it function call, it will go to the function. It will assume tigers as global. So value for tigers now is 15, and it will print 15. When it after printing, when it comes to the main part, now also the value of tigers will be 15 only, because we have declared the variable tigers as global inside the function also. So this print tigers will take the value 15, because the variable tigers which is used inside the function is declared as global. So that variable will assume the value 15 even it comes to the main program. Example program with variable called value in both local and global scope. Okay, so here the name of the function is check. Inside the function definition, we have declared a variable called value, which is defined in the local scope, print value. And in the main program also we are using the same variable name called value, which is assigned 600. Okay, so the program execution begins from the main part. That is, the first statement is value is equal to 600. So in the next one, print value means it will print 600 here. And the next one is function call. It will go to the function. It will assign the variable value as 100, and print value means it will print 100. When it comes out of the function, it will again take the value of the global variable only, because this value is equal to 100 is defined inside the declared inside the function. It is local variable. So when it comes out, the value becomes global, and it will assume the value 600. So the output is 600, 100, 600. Predict the output of the program with variable called value, neither in local nor in global scope. Okay, so the function name is called check, and inside there is a print statement called print value. This variable value is not declared in the function definition, and it also not declared in the main program. See, in the main program we have num is equal to 100, print num, check, again print value. So the variable value is not declared in the main program also. So when this situation arises, Python will raise an error stating the variable name is not defined. Predict the output of the program with variable in global scope but not in local scope. Okay, so the name of the function is check here, and inside, if num1 is greater than num2, print num1, else print num2. So these num1 and num2 variables are declared in the global scope. See, num1 and num2 are declared in the global scope. So when the function is called, the values for num1 and num2 will be taken from the local global scope, and it will be used in the local scope. So if num1 greater than num2 means, so if the input for num1 is 20 and the input is 10 for num2, when it goes to the function, num1 greater than num2 means 20 greater than 10, it will check. The condition becomes true, so it will print the output as 20. So this value is taken from the global scope. Hope you have understood the concepts. Local variables, global variables, local scope, global scope, Legbe rule, and how to predict the output also. For updates, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Enjoy learning computer science. This is Athena DJ signing off now. Thank you. See you. Bye-bye.